Are you ready to break free from self doubt and step into your greatness? Get ready to be inspired, empowered, and equipped with powerful strategies to overcome imposter syndrome. Fasten your seatbelts because we're about to embark on an incredible journey together. Welcome to another exciting episode of Talking Business with Ritz. Now, today we deep dive into the captivating topic of conquering imposter syndrome. But hey, before we jump into the nitty gritty, here's a short introduction about me. So, a short intro about me. For those who haven't known me yet, I am the CEO of Mighty Show Virtual Solutions, for which I carry the title Content Creator and Process Automation Specialist. So by profession, I am a programmer and system consultant for legacy applications for almost 3 decades now. I help coaches, course creators, consultants, and service providers increase their brand awareness that showcase specific expertise through content creation. So, if needed, I provide consultation and technical support in relation to this to streamline processes and optimize workflows for their back end systems. So, as I work on my business, you'll see me sharing tools and softwares that will save you time and money in the long run. So, share about content creation, such as tips and tricks and how to's. So, also watch out for my very own ISDA framework, which I am continuously tweaking. So, it'll be simpler to understand. So, it's a framework that you can use to plan, design, and guide you to build your cost effective and streamlined back end system. All right. Are you ready to unravel the secrets to unlocking your true potentials and achieving the success you deserve? So stay tuned as our special guest, Anna Imagination, a philosopher, psychology coach, and award nominated author will share her expert insights, empowering stories, and practical strategies to help you break free from self doubt and step into your greatness to move your needles for your business forward. All right. Let's welcome Coach Anna Imagination. All right. Hi, Coach Anna.
Hello, how are you?
All right. Um, so, Anna, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Now, before we dive into the fascinating insights and wisdom that you're about to share, I want to remind our incredible audiences, coaches, course creators, consultants, experts, and social and service providers. Sorry about that. That this show is all about showcasing the human behind the title before the offer. So it's all about celebrating real stories, genuine experiences, and the incredible lessons we can learn from each other. So, this is the show where we break down barriers and shed light on the secrets of entrepreneurial success. Blah, blah. So, for those who are for those who are watching right now, comment hashtag live so we know that you are there supporting us. And for those who are going to catch up later on, comment hashtag replay. All right. Now, for those who have not joined the Facebook group, do join in and watch the past episode. Here's the Facebook group that we have. Join that one. All right, and you can also follow us at YouTube. Our channel is at Rizzle Rectra. All right, now let us now dive into our bam bam bam. Know the expert. Here we go. All right. So, this is a Know the Expert segment where we get up close and personal with our guests, Miss Anna Imagination, or shall I say, Coach Anna. Okay, discover the fascinating story behind her entrepreneurial journey and gain valuable insights from her incredible expertise. Now, get ready to know her on a whole new level as we uncover fascinating insights and surprising revelations. But first, let's set up the stage and I will let Coach Anna tell about herself. All right, I'm going to leave you to it, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My journey started in 1995. I was 15 years old. I am a freed domesticated slave. I spent 40 years trapped in an environment where I was built, designed, and groomed to obey, to serve, and to completely crush and destroy my identity. It was a lifestyle of complete abuse that ranged from animal abuse, torture, trauma, and sex slavery. In 2001, shortly after 9/11, I came up with a concept called Rorschach Print Perspective. And this basically started to give me the tools that I needed to shift my perspective so that I could shift perspective and change my situation and escape it. After 20 additional years of theory and study in philosophy, psychology, sociology, meditation, yoga, and Tai Chi, I was able to finally apply it. And in 2020, I escaped. In that time, I went through 8 years of my own therapy and was able to recover from substantial trauma in record time because of the program that I developed. And about 3 years ago, in 2020, as soon as COVID hit, I managed to get myself to New York City shortly after I was thrown out of my marriage because I could not breed. And I went on walkabout. I discovered the self and I lived for a year embracing the way of the Buddha. It was an extraordinary perspective that allowed me to put into place the last bit of my life work, the healing garden. The healing garden revolves around a completely new concept that changes perspective so drastically that just by going through the process, you see life in a completely different way that allows you to break out of your own grooming, out of your own obedience, and it revives the identity and puts you back in control of your own life.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach, for that introduction. All right. Now, we're going to go to the question and answer. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So, my first question: what is your favorite word and why?
My favorite word?
Yes.
In Spanish or English? In Spanish, my favorite word is palabras, which is which is the Spanish word for word, because it's so fun to say palabras. My English
Labras.
favorite word, palabras, yes, palabras.
Okay.
My English favorite word is freedom, easily, solid, freedom. I have it
Why?
tattooed on my arm because when I was a slave, I realized in that time period that freedom is the existence of living and making choice completely devoid of fear. And I was tired of making any and all decisions based on what would keep me safe and what would eliminate fear. And
Mhm.
when I realized that you make choices based off of what you're afraid of and what's going to keep you safe, you're not making choices based off of your identity. And you're not making choices based on what you love or what you want or what you desire. And fear is absolutely the nemesis, one could say, of love and your identity.
All right. Okay, now before we go to the next question, I would like to acknowledge our one of our audience, Francis. Francis Durakvich. Thank you for being here. Stay tuned. All right, now second question. From the scale of 1 to 100, where 10 is the highest, how weird are you?
Oh, I'm a 10. Oh, I'm off the charts weird. I am so weird. No, I am out there. I am, and I'll tell you why. I actually just did a thing this morning on dichotomy.
Mhm.
Dichotomy is the contradiction of two things that exist. Now, there's nothing wrong with dichotomy, but our society has turned dichotomy into a dirty word. It's a thing that's just not okay. If things don't match up into a logical box, then you are labeled as weird and thrown away. When in point of fact, dichotomy is the epitome of the identity. It is everything true to the identity. We have to have dichotomy. My dichotomy is I am a hippie and I am a leather mistress. I am both. And the society that I was raised in taught me that I had to be a lady in a precise definition of conformist, white, patriarchal, obedient, serving man, second class citizen. But I was a free spirit and a hippie and a BDSM leather mistress. And because of my own dichotomy, maybe dichotomy is my favorite word, because of my own dichotomy, I was labeled, abused, and basically the conformity abuse began and tried to condense me down into this label so they could remove the inconsistency. That way they could
Mhm.
handle me better, so to speak. So yeah, I'm really weird.
Right. Unique.
Oh, I'm very
Unique.
unique. Yes, I am very, very unique. Yes.
All right. All right. Now, next question. What's the best gift you've ever received and why was it so special?
It would be these pens, actually. I was given these pens by my partner last Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going through a very difficult time right now. And gifts gifts were very, very difficult for me for a very long time. Gifts were a tool that was used to cash in a debt. So every time growing up I received a gift, it was with the understanding that somebody owned me, that I had a debt that I had to pay, and they would take it out of me no matter how or where. So I learned very quickly to not associate, to just not accept gifts. I could give gifts, but I could not receive them because I did not want to be in debt. It took me a very long time to break that association and to learn that emotions like gift have two sides to them, the giving feeling and the receiving feeling.
Mm-hmm.
These pens came to me from somebody at a time that I thought I had lost, and they literally are the summary of what's most important to me, the ability to communicate through the written word. So for me to get a pack of pens is easily the height of me being seen by somebody.
All right. I'm going to send you like a tons of pens. No, kidding aside, yes, that's very brave of you to break free of that, association of gifts being indebted to someone.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Um, okay. Francis says, love and can relate to being unique. Yes, everyone is unique. Okie dokie. Now, all right, Coach Anna, if you could go back in time and give your younger self one piece of advice when you were just starting out, what would it be?
This question always makes me cry. I would tell her to hold on. I would tell her to persevere. I would tell her that it does get better and to not quit. I would change nothing because she's going to need every bit of pain she gets because that leads to where I am now. But I would tell her to hold on. It does get better.
Don't make me cry, too. Yes. All right. Thank you. Let's not prolong the agony. All right. Next question. Beyond your amazing work as a psychology coach, what do you do when you are not working? Okay, a bit
When I am
lighter.
not working, I am salsa dancing in
Wow.
Manhattan. That's right. On two. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I love salsa dancing. Yeah, I was there last night. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I hunt down salsa pockets hidden all over Manhattan. Manhattan is an island of food and music. So it's my favorite place to be in the world. And I track down food and salsa dancing, and I usually head to Central Park or Washington Square Park, and I do salsa dancing while I'm there.
Wow. And it's a good way to distress as well, you know.
Oh, very much. Yeah. Dancing is just a celebration of the identity, and it's really it's a moment where you define more of who you are. So if I'm not working, I'm working on defining who I am by embracing the things I love and partaking in celebration and joy.
All right, we're going to talk about that, more of that later on in the Learn from the Expert. Okay, now next question. As a psychology coach, what's one habit that you've developed that you think has contributed to your success as an entrepreneur?
I would say it's no longer communicating with subconscious minds. This is going to be fun. I refuse to converse with a subconscious mind. Whenever I talk to somebody, I am talking to three of the life titans. That would be and we're going to get into more of this, but
Yes,
you have
yes.
your identity, you have your subconscious mind, and you have your conscious awareness. I
Mhm.
realized with all my work that when I communicate with somebody, in most cases, I'm talking to their subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is basically a mirror of your abuser. I have no interest in talking to your abusers. I want to talk to your identity. So the more work I do, the more I recognize when I'm not talking to an identity and I'm talking to a
Mhm.
subconscious mind. And I will stop the conversation every time and say, I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm talking to your abuser. I don't want to talk to your subconscious mind. That's an AI gone rogue and it's a robot and a machine. I want to talk to you. Tell me what you love. Tell me what you want. Tell me what dreams you wish you could have that you gave up when you were 5 years old. I want to know what you love. That's who I talk to.
All right. I can't wait to go there. Anyway, last question, Coach Hannah. What's one thing that people might be surprised to learn about you or your business?
How logical it is, how undeniably logical it is. When I give people my program, when I first tell them what it is I've done, there's doubt. I can see it every time. They're
Mhm.
like, are you serious? And then they see what I do. And every time it's that mind blow. Oh my God, it checks out every time.
Yeah.
I have run it by psychologists, by doctors. I have run it by everybody. And everybody who gets the theory looks at me with the same flabbergasted, mind blown, oh my God, it's legit. And I'm still running through it. I'm still testing the theories. I'm still running through the logic. And it's still mind blowing. It's still like, holy shit. I think, can I say that?
Sure.
I was like, am I allowed to swear? True identity. So it's really it's absolutely mind blowing. And then when you sit down and you look at what it is I've done, I still can't believe it. I'm still trying to get over it so I can put it out there and say what it is that I actually do,
Hmm.
what I've done.
All right. All right. Now, thank you, Coach Hannah, for being such a good sport with all this question. All right. So by now, we have an idea of who Coach Anna Imagination is as a real person. So this concludes the first segment of our show, Know the Expert. All right. Welcome back to Talking Business with Ritz. We are now in the Learn from the Expert segment where we dive deep into the wisdom of our experts guests or our expert guests. For those who are just tuning in, this is Ritz Loreto Rectra, your digital content creator and process automation specialist. I am also the CEO and owner of Mighty Chub Virtual Solutions, where we help coaches, course creators, consultants, and experts and service providers with brand awareness by tapping into content marketing. If you are new to this industry as well, we also help with designing, creating, and implementing a streamlined backend system to help you launch your services using all in one software that can take care of your CRM, your funnels, your landing pages, email marketing, appointments, and even your membership or course area and even social media planner. So and the price is very reasonable. So, all right, let's let's move on. If you also like to do live streaming like this, do sign up with StreamYard, because the StreamYard is my is what I'm using right now. So I'm now with Coach Anna Imagination, a brilliant coach and CEO of Luminous Transformational Coaching. Is this the right one? I don't think so. Wait. Okay, so is this in this segment, learn from the expert? Our guest will be sharing valuable insights of about the three life titans. All right, so now let's talk business. I can't wait to learn about that. All right, now, all right, so it's time to dive into the first topic. So, according to Google, right, imposter syndrome refers to a psychological phenomenon where individuals doubt their abilities and have a persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud, despite evidence of their competence and accomplishment. Now, people experiencing imposter syndrome often believe that their achievements are due to lack or external factors rather than their own skills or qualification, blah, 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 blah. So, Coach Anna will be talking about the three life titans, namely your identity, your conscious awareness, and subconscious mind. So, she will tackle each of these topics and its relation to defeating imposter syndrome. All right, let me flash our first topic. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. So now,
Identity.
all right, so now, Coach Anna, let's start with the first topic. The first life titan is your identity. Would you like to expound more?
Absolutely. Identity is who we are. It is composed completely out of what we love and who we love. It is the embodiment of our love. It is the thing that gives foundation to our ethics. And when you have ethics and your identity, when you have your love and your ethics come together, that builds the foundation for who we are, what we want, what we desire, what we imagine, what we dream, what we encompass. When we're 4, 5, 6, right up until we're 10 years old, our entire life revolves very beautifully around the identity. We are tuned into that intuition. We know what we want, and we, in most cases, don't have a problem saying it. That's what we see with tantrums. And it's learning how to balance the current lifestyle and our existence with making room for identity. Unfortunately, our society and a lot of abuse take our identity and don't allow it, because you don't conform if you have your identity. So we are taught very aggressively in our society that everything to do with our identity just doesn't fit. And there's almost this self-sacrificial expectation from us, where if you do anything to do with self-care, if you focus at all in any kind of nurturing or voice, that concept of, oh, you're selfish, is immediately branded on us, and we cut off and separate parts of our identity and hide them, throw them away, so that by the time we're 20, we have absolutely no connection whatsoever with our identity anymore. But our identity is linked to what we love and what we believe ethically is important. It's the embodiment of where we want to go in life. It's the heading, the compass, the direction, the goal. So when you have an entrepreneur who comes along and says, I want a business, you are 100% tapping into your identity. But if you have problems with your identity, if you struggle with shame, if you struggle with guilt, if you struggle with any of that societal programming or abuse that has tainted and separated, suppressed, hidden your identity, you're not going to feel okay because of your other titan, the subconscious mind.
Very interesting. So, in the context of business, how does imposter syndrome impact one's ability to really showcase their true identity and unique strengths?
Let's go over subconscious mind first, and then I
Mhm.
can bring it together.
All right, let
Because
me.
subconscious mind is really the player here.
All right, where did I put the subconscious mind? Okay, now here's the second. Titan.
Mhm.
Subconscious mind understanding is
Safety.
safety. Okay, go ahead.
With the subconscious mind, everything in our system has an agenda. We have the three titans, and each one of those titans has its own agenda. Conscious awareness, you're familiar with this one, pursuit of happiness. We always hear about pursuit of happiness. What we don't know is that the subconscious mind has a pursuit of safety. And that's all the subconscious mind cares about. It is a machine, it's that artificial intelligence, and it's on autopilot. And its only agenda is to pursue safety, to protect the identity. And it's stupid about it. The subconscious mind is really, really simple and stupid. So as a result, it has this constant programming of pursue safety. Identity has an agenda of pursue freedom, because the more identity pursues freedom, the more she can define herself and emanate what it is she wants in life. But in order to do that, she requires psychological safety in order to expand her identity, define herself, and be free to do so. However, subconscious mind steps in with its safety protocols. Now, here's the problem. According to CDC and NIM, 95% of our subconscious mind runs the show, because we have been abused and suppressed so much that the subconscious mind has shut down identity to protect it and has completely taken over everything. This is where imposter syndrome comes from. The imposter syndrome is when your identity steps up and says, I want, I wish, I dream. But the subconscious mind says, that's not safe. And it accesses all of this programming, guilt, fear, and control. And it immediately uses motivator emotions that basically stamps down the identity and says, you shouldn't be doing that. You're going to hurt yourself. So it's literally this war between the subconscious mind and the identity. And in most cases, the subconscious mind wears out. The subconscious mind wins out. The subconscious mind completely dominates the identity. The identity is suppressed, thrown away. The defense system is completely removed. The defense system is your boundaries. And the fear system is activated, launched up, and then the subconscious mind takes mental disorders, designs them to control you, to motivate you, to get you to fit into a behavior that's going to keep you safe. And then once it has you in this nice little box, it completely takes over the system and runs and operates everything. But it's a rogue AI machine. It doesn't know what it's doing. And the identity that's supposed to be running free can't run free because she is suppressed, gagged, locked up, and voiceless. So now you don't know what you want. You don't know where you're going. You don't know who you are, because your identity has been taken away from you by your subconscious mind that's trying to keep you safe. Now enter the third Titan.
All right. Now, the third Titan. Here we go.
I love
So
the
what
third
does
Titan.
what does this have to do with?
The third Titan is my favorite. The third
All right.
Titan is you, conscious awareness. It is you, the conscious mind, that 5% that decides who you're going to marry, kind of, who decides what job you're going to have, not really, who makes all of these life choices, not really, the subconscious mind does. You are the puppet to the subconscious mind, that 5% awareness of, I have to get a job, I have to take care of my wife, I have to make sure I get the job done, I have to keep the kids fed. That's conscious awareness. And your job is actually to manage this entire system, but you don't. A lot of us don't, and that's the problem. Conscious awareness is in charge of making sure subconscious mind stays in check. Conscious awareness is supposed to soothe subconscious mind and keep subconscious mind calm, but we don't. So conscious awareness is supposed to nurture identity and ensure that identity has a safe place to expand and discover the self, but we don't. Conscious awareness is intelligence and logic. It is being mindful, becoming aware of these three Titans, and then stepping up going, wow, I don't want to be controlled by subconscious mind anymore. I need to get this thing organized. So when you start a business, when you jump into entrepreneurship, that's really your identity screaming out going, I want, good for you. That's really a great advancement. You are tapping into your identity. And it's your conscious awareness that's just kind of going along going, yeah, this feels good. This feels good. It feels good because you're tapping into your identity. But your subconscious mind immediately hits the defense system or shuts the defense system down, hits the fear system and activates the fail safes. Oh no, your parents told you couldn't do that. They told you that this isn't the way to be. That person who you went to college, or that teacher who said that to you, said that this was how it's going to go. Those are limiting beliefs. I'm going to cram those limiting beliefs into your cognitive function. Change your perspective so you do what's going to keep you safe. And here, have some mental disorders while we're on top of that. Question yourself, have self-doubt, have fear, because I'm going to motivate you to keep you safe. That is the subconscious.
Now here comes anxiety some more.
Yeah, there's anxiety. But the conscious awareness is the cool logic. You can outsmart your subconscious. You can easily maneuver the subconscious because the subconscious mind is stupid. So the conscious awareness, which runs on logic and reasoning, can step in and say, okay, all right, I'm in charge now. Subconscious mind, you're going to take some chill pills, and we're going to walk you through some self-care, and I'm going to do some soothing on you and chill that fear, anxiety down. And we're going to focus on the defense system and nurturing identity. Now, when you nurture identity, then this whole thing, the subconscious mind, chills out. But you have to turn the defense system back on, and you have to activate your identity. The subconscious mind, when you hit imposter syndrome, when you feel like you shouldn't be somewhere, when you have self-doubt, that's because you are not plugged into the self. You have lost your identity. Identity has confidence. With identity comes self-esteem. With identity comes the knowing, the belonging, and the authority. And you can't get those unless and until conscious awareness is in charge, and identity and the defense system are up and running the show, and subconscious mind is literally reduced back down to a little cog in your machine.
All right, yay! Identity and conscious mind. That was fun. Okay. All right. Thank you. Stay tuned as we move into our final segment where we'll explore how to work with Coach Anna and take advantage of the incredible resources she offers. Now, meanwhile, if you came in late, sorry, please watch the replay inside the group Talking Business with Ritz live expert interview. Okie dokie. All right, now we are moving on to the next segment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the third segment of Talking Business with Ritz live expert interview. Coach Anna, imagination and philosopher, psychology coach, and award nominated author, delved into the depths of conquering imposter syndrome and unlocking one's true potential. So she emphasized the importance of embracing one's authentic identity, all right, cultivating conscious awareness through mindfulness and understanding the role of the subconscious mind in creating a sense of safety and empowerment where it has to be subdued by the conscious mind. All right, now Anna's insights and expertise shed light on the internal struggles faced by many individuals, such as everybody has imposter syndrome. So, especially in the realm of business and personal growth. So, her practical strategies and techniques provided, all right, valuable tools for overcoming imposter syndrome and stepping into one's true power. Now, in the Work with the Expert segment, Coach Anna will have the opportunity to share her exclusive offers and services with our audience. This is an exciting chance for you to dive deeper in the concepts discussed and take advantage of Coach Anna's expertise to conquer imposter syndrome and unlock your true potential. She will be offering exclusive opportunities to work with her where you can dive deeper into the transformative journey of self discovery and personal growth. So, whether you're a coach, course creator, consultant, or a service provider, this is your opportunity, okay, to tap into the wealth of knowledge and guidance that Coach Anna has to offer. Now, Coach Anna, could you tell us more about what offer you have for us?
The best way to work for me right now is tuning into your power. It starts on Monday, actually the 10th of July at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for 2 hours every day for 5 days. I do basically a mini master power course. It's taking my master class which is 8 weeks, and it's cramming it into 5 days. It is literally full access to the entire course of the Healing Gardens triadic healing and the Warshak print perspective. There, I teach you something called perspective healing, where I teach you how to shift your perspectives from 360 over to 180. And I encompass everything from self-care over to emotional management. It's literally the works. That starts on July 10th. Because we just hit a milestone in my Facebook page, it is now 80% off. So we are offering that at $200, regularly $1,000. And this is a class that I only do once a month. It's very rare. So please jump in and grab that. That starts on the 10th. And in addition to the masterclass, you also get, there's going to be workshops. We're going to do giveaways. It's a lot. And it's basically, again, taking everything with empowerment, with understanding the life titans and how to balance them, and shifting them over into a workable 5-day program.
That sounds amazing, Coach Anna. I'm sure our audience would love to know how they can get in touch with you and learn more about this. Tuning into your power program.
Yep. Thank you. To find me, I'm easily accessible on my Facebook account and also at my website, www.annashealinggarden.org. There's a contact page, and I also have an email newsletter, the Philosopher's Fountain. You can subscribe to that fountain, and that gives you full access to all of our news, all of our bulletins, all of our information. So Facebook page, Anna's Healing Garden. And then the website, which is my catalog, annashealinggarden.org. And then we have Tuning Into Your Power, which is on the 10th.
All right, wonderful. Now, before we wrap up, Coach Anna, do you have any personal advice or final words of wisdom that you'd like to share with our audience?
Oh, the personal. Yeah, actually, I do. I very much. So one of the things that I do when I talk to people is when I sit down and I'm talking to anybody, I can look right at you, the conscious awareness, which is where a lot of our conversation takes place. That's not what I'm interested in. And then I could sit there and talk to you about your fear, your control, your traumas, who did what to you. That's your subconscious mind. I'm not interested in that. I want to look right at you. I want to look at your identity because I know it's there and I can see it. Every time I talk to anybody, I can see their identity. And their identity is what's lost. And they are cold and they are alone. And that is where you feel empty, you feel rejected, you feel abandoned because you have lost your identity. So this is me looking at you saying, I see you. I see you.
Wow. You see me.
I see you. Yeah.
Thank you. That's such a valuable advice, Coach Anna. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Now, before we say goodbye, let me remind our audience once again to visit Coach Anna's website. It's running at the bottom to learn more about Coach Anna's services and how you can work with her. All right. And thank you for being our incredible guest today. It has been an honor to have you on the show. I'll give the stage back to you again so you can invite our audience once again for your offer, and then you can say your goodbyes as well.
All right. Thank you. Thank you again so much for joining me. And may the kindest of words always find you.
All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me just remove this one. All right, and leave the ticker on. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end, okay, of another insightful episode of Talking Business with Ritz, I want to thank you for joining us. Remember, the key success lies within you. All right, embrace your authenticity, conquer your imposter syndrome, and unleash your true potential. Where we'll dive into more exciting topics and welcome another expert to share with their wisdom. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel and join our free group for more exciting interviews with successful entrepreneurs. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Until then, keep dreaming big, taking actions, and pursuing your entrepreneurial dreams. This is Ritz Rectora and Coach Anna Imagination. Stay safe, everyone. Stay healthy, and see you next time. All right. Bye bye, everybody.